We're live! Well, hello. I was just, as I was updating the stream details, I was like, oh my god, I'm on part 20. That's kind of crazy to think. I have been streaming for 1 full week now, and really not even all that much, just an hour here and there. And I will now have streamed for 20 hours after today. Pretty crazy. So, let's get into it! Let's play our horse robot. Yes, so I had just gotten onto this planet, and I am starting to dig this tier. I don't know, what would you consider this, like tier 4 ore or tier 5 ore? Ferozium, Violium, and Aegisalt. And I had just done this little puzzle level or whatever. And the thought now was to pretty much just continue and farm some more of these metals, more of these ores. There's some. I'm the kind of person where once I have access to a resource like this, I don't want to have to come back and get more. So, like, for me, I'm very much like, let's just get 400 Ferozium. And then I will never need to get Ferozium again. I mean, I probably will eventually, but by the time I really need to get it, I have like a super huge-ass mining laser that tears through the whole planet in one shot. I don't know, they can't even get that, but I am very much, generally speaking, like a min-max gamer. You know, I want to be hyper efficient, and even though this this stream is really just about like relaxing and playing at my own pace, I still feel the need to be efficient with my time. So yeah, I feel like I've found a planet that has these resources. I'm going to take advantage of that. I had barbecue for dinner. Pulled pork sliders. It was really good. Thought you should know. Oh! Forgot to do this, as always. Slide that son of a bee sting over. Oh, cool, a Nano Receptacle. That is a pretty high level. Ooh, what's in here? A Calox Heartcaster, Poison Storm. Okay, I guess it didn't want to show me what it actually looked like. It's a pretty good room. Ooh, what's a Snafu Booster Shield? This actually might be good. I might want that. Ooh, a medieval bucket. It's not just a regular bucket, it's better than a regular bucket. 3 chests in here. That's a nice little pocket of sunshine. I don't know if there's anything else that I would care about. So the thing that I am kind of interested in there is this little jobby. We open up our Borderland shield. So right now I've got just a physical Nova shield. So basically it comes down to, the capacity is pretty similar. Do I want a Fizz Nova Blast, or do I want a small chance of getting a booster? And I think that's really close. I think I'm going. Actually, the radius on this is really, really tiny. 6 is almost not worth it, so we'll swap. I now have a chance of dropping a shield booster. How neat is that? I like digging through mud because it's soft and it goes really fast. And so I can just like zoom around between pockets of ore. So I think as far as the 3 main metals are concerned, once I get to about 150 of each, I'd say that that's going to be plenty. Whoops. Okay, so what are we sitting at right now? Wow, we have not gotten a lot more Aegisalt. We also have a lot of Ferozium. You know, I haven't actually figured out what Ferozium is for. I mean, without, like, looking it up on the wiki, I guess. That's really my only option. But I have not found any crafting recipes that use it in any capacity. Blast stone. Okay, so let's skip the blast stone, because that's going to take forever to dig. And we'll just dig through mud. Because that goes really quick. Ooh. Only reason I'm coming down here, this is Aegisalt. I don't have a lot of Aegisalt. I only had 30 compared to, like, the 80 of the other 2 that I have. So we're gonna want that for sure. Ah, my foot is all itchy. Woo. So this is, like, a lot of ore. I'm really surprised at how rich this planet has been. But I think I said in the last video, that's something that I've always noticed is, like, when you get to the planet that has Violium, Aegisalt, and Ferozium, you get it just, like, by the truckload. Like, look at this. I'm already over 100. I've also gotten this, and this, and this. Surprisingly, only a little bit of Durasteel. That's why I'm pretty glad that I went ham on Durasteel. On the planet that I, you know, really was finding a lot of it on. I uploaded part 19 of this Let's Play earlier today. Like, you know, got it transferred from Twitch to YouTube. Not that that's hard, but I hadn't done it last night. And when I came back home from dinner, I had noticed that I had some analytic information on the video, and I had gotten a dislike. So the video currently has 1 view and a dislike, which I actually kind of find hilarious. You know, obviously disappointing, right? When you're generating content, you don't want the first thing that someone puts on your video to be a dislike. But I also have to appreciate the humor in that. Oh, out of energy. Let's eat that before goes bad. So this is going to be great because this one planet will give me a lot of things to do back in base. And it might even prompt me to start a little bit more legitimate base. Right now, I've pretty much got a base that's just like a bunch of crafting benches on a barren planet. I might choose to do something a little bit more, little bit more interesting and a little bit more well planned out. Although I suppose what I should do is, if I'm going to plan out a base, I should do that off stream so that I can focus on the actual building and not have to putz around with what I want to do. Like, am I going to do this or am I going to do this? I don't know. So what are we at? Oh! Well, thank you for the follow, little to no patience. I appreciate that. Out of nowhere, too. Nice to have you around. I'm just mining this planet like there's no tomorrow. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to ask. I am happy to give any information I can. Otherwise, I just kind of like talk about whatever, and it's probably boring. But the focus is on just, you know, the content of the mod. Frackin universe is absolutely monstrous, and there's a lot of stuff to do and a lot of mechanics to investigate, and so slowly but surely there will be things that get discussed. What's this? Well, I've got to take... Oh, something was here and it died. I've got to take this statue. Right? A large Florin statue. Oh, let's take the small one too. And let's take the lights. And let's take the torches. And let's take the glow lamp. Cool. No one's living there anyways, right? They won't mind. Yoo-hoo. Okay, so this is a little underground sewer. So there's a chest here. There's not going to be anything in those. And then looks like we've got this little room. Okay, a little avian tomb. Simple glasses. Actually, yeah, there are a couple things here I haven't ID'd. No, nothing in there. Yeah, let's take the avian emblem. We've got to be closing in on 150 of each of the ores. Each of the tier 4 ores. If we're not there already. Oh gosh. Yeah, way over. Okay, so we're at like almost 300. That's awesome. So then we'll start making our way back up to the surface. Oh, I guess I picked up the chest. I got this precursor hookshot really early on. Super convenient. I was given a quest on like some tier 2 planet. Oh, we don't need this up anymore. Got some quest on a tier 2 planet to take care of an alien in a sewer, and it turned out that that alien presumably was a precursor alien or something. I'm not really entirely sure. But they dropped a precursor hookshot. So I have been using that a lot. And it's been really convenient because you can just do that, right? Like, it's super fast. I did not have to get the regular tool hookshot that you have to upgrade, so it saved me a ton of upgrade modules as well. And I just get to, like, jump around really fast, and it's awesome. And it's fun. Woo! A little Durasteel, a little more stuff, a little more stuff. A little Aegisalt over here I'll snag. Looks like a little sulfur. A little robot that we'll run away from. A little Neptunium. A little Violium, I think. IDK. Silver, a little Aegisalt. Why am I doing this? I have plenty. We can just go. And what's also really nice about having the mining laser upgraded is it just makes this process so much less painful. Like, you dig so much faster. Having the hook shot means you progress through this so much faster. I mean, my first couple planets, if you watch the first couple videos, like, it would take me, you know, two hours, really, to explore a single planet. And now it's just such a short amount of time comparatively. My systems were recently upgraded. Cool, I don't care. Greetings. You're gonna rob these Trinkians. Like, it's cool. They don't mind. They're friendly guys. You got a quest for me? You know, it's weird to me that you can get, theoretically, up to 5 rewards, but for the randomly generated quests, you only get 1. Bullseye Junko the Elite. Let's accept, and let's just do it, because it's probably going to be really quick, because it's just going to be, like, yep, pretty much go back the way I came. Which isn't a big deal, because I can just, like, dig through everything. I just want to see what kind of loot he drops. I always like doing, like, 1 or 2 randomly generated quests, simply because it is an opportunity to, usually get some actual items. Stamina. Energy, rather. What's this? Oh. Email from my principal. We got our weekly staff update email. IDK if you know, but I'm a teacher. I think it says that in my bio. Alright, we're getting close, but gosh, it's really out there. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna be like the whole mess of these bats. Okay. Ball of gnomes. They claim they will do the fighting for me. Oh, maybe you have to actually hit the enemy with them? Is that what they're telling me? So, a little bit worried about this, because, you know, if he's strong, he could just try me. Yeah, he's strong, turns out. Don't really feel like getting killed by a bat. That would not be good. I think both of my helpers died. Alright, gnomes. I can't frickin' see. Let's throw a flare. There, that at least helps a little bit. I mean, okay, so ball of gnomes. They don't really fight for me. It throws gnomes. Whoop. Okay, I guess we'll throw some more flares. Alright. Nice. Some experience, and I think, was that 25 or 26? Regardless, that will actually be pretty convenient, because now I should be able to pick my affinity. Which means I'll get to choose, I think it's going to be my element. No, I don't even know what their all is. I don't even know what I'll really have access to. But that should be a nice little thing to spice things up a little. Hey, running out of energy. Return to Iota Bite. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's stay away from that guy. Kind of just want to avoid it. Like, no thanks. Oh, there they are. Wow. They've just been hanging out up here the whole time. Very cool. So, let's see what Iota Bite has to say. I put a stop to Junko's crime spree. Yes, I did. Now, what is this? This central circuit terminal has a copy of a Trinkian crafting guide in its database, but I can't access it. I need 10 sticks of RAM. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that existed. What? That's a bed? It's a funky bed. So the Trinkian stuff is very stylized. Alright, then that's up, and we're gonna hit up some base action, make some bars of these metals I got, and I'll bet you just about anything. Yep, this is gonna be, yep, and all our bees are gone. That's fine. Let's take all our crafting mats out of these. Let these bees go for a while. Why bees? That's a very good question, I guess. On my last file, I don't know what it was, but My last character, I got super into collecting bees, and it's just like a thing. I find a lot of like, I think the mechanics of bees are really interesting. You know, like you slowly breed them over time, and like putting the time in, putting the work in, makes them really profitable. Like, I mean, you saw the crafting materials I picked up. I got bio thread, which is actually a really high level thread type material. Like, you can normally get bee silk, but really rare bees can give you bio thread. And then you can also get like the honeycombs, and oh, looks like both of these died like at the same time. I'm gonna use coal this time though. But yeah, bees are just, I think they're a really profitable kind of mechanic to engage in, and I also think they're kind of opaque. There's not a lot of information about them, so it's very like self-experimental. I kind of like being able to do that. Just sort of interact with it in the way that I want, I suppose. So yeah, let's just make a bunch of bars. We'll make all the durasteel that we can. Oh, that's a lot of Neptunium. I did not realize I had 250. And yeah, I got way more of these three than I expected. Look at that. Oh, I can make dense alloy now. Oh, but I need to upgrade my furnace to be able to actually make dense alloy. That should be pretty easy to do now that I've got Aegisalt, Ferozium, and Violium. But we'll see. So we are getting some options to craft some new things. I'll have to check that stuff out. I'm probably overdue for an armor upgrade, and while the weapon is good, it's not particularly interesting. You just swing it. I definitely need new armor. I think I'm using tier 3 armor. What makes an armor interesting to you? I tend to like armor that have like really like overall good effects. Frackin Universe is very different from the base game in that there's no like best armor. It's sort of here I can show you. Is this it? Yeah. So I mean, armor is separated into, I don't know, 8 or 10 tiers. And so, like, as an example, Dreamers is tier 6. And so it gives you this life shell. It makes you immune to heat, cold, radiation, aether, shadow when you have the shell. And it makes you immune to pressure, oxygen, insanity all the time. But then, like, if you're on a planet that's hot or cold, you're not always going to be immune to that. And actually, Dreamer, that's maybe not a super good example. Because this is a pretty high level one. Something like Guardian, right? So you don't get any resistances from this. You get a little bit of Cosmic, but Frackin Universe has it where resistances affect the environmental hazards. So if I'm on a really, really hot planet, if I don't have 60% fire resist, I'm just going to take fire damage until I inevitably die. If I'm on a really, really cold planet and I don't have 60% cold resist, I don't know if you die, but you're really, really, really slow, and there's no way to circumvent that unless you have that 60% cold resist. So what you typically wind up doing in Frackin Universe is you'll have maybe 2 or even 3 armor sets that you kind of switch between, depending on kind of the area that you're going to be exploring. Like, Invader would be really good on a planet where you want to fall slowly and you want proto-poison immunity. I like it. But that's certainly not every planet. Whereas I think in the core game, it's sort of like you get the highest armor you can, and like it's good. Like, these are all so significantly differently. They all behave so significantly differently. Or like maybe I really want to use a Lunari weapon, so then I would want to make sure that I'm, you know, not only do you want armor that benefits the planet you're going to be on, but you also want to use armor that's going to benefit your playstyle, right? So like Millennions looks actually pretty good for me because this is Sword and Shield. It affects your shield regen and block effect. I don't know. And then like the tar gas immunity and fire resist is kind of just like a little bit of bonus. It's tier 5, so that'll be a pretty good upgrade for me. Pretty new, so it's really helpful. Yeah, no problem. Frackin Universe is like it is dense. There's a lot going on. Wow, Morphite looks really good. Morphite Mark II makes you immune to the most common environmental effects, gives you, and then 12% resist all. That's very good. So the idea, I guess, is there's just a ton of stuff I can get. Right? How are these going? We've got 480 dirt, 8,000 moon dust, 7,000 purple crystal, and 3,500 moonstone. These are done. And so let's dump some other blocks here. We'll start dumping these blocks that I just don't have enough of. I think tungsten you can do something with. Rock bricks. Cobblestone bricks. Heavy stone brick. Wicker support. Plant block. Alright, so we're out of raw sewage. We got our poop. Unrefined dacite. Okay, so you can't extract from tungsten blocks. I thought you could. We'll do conglomerate. And then our 2 stacks of limestone. And what else can we do? Any dense alloy? Is that maybe what I might need for all of them? Oh yeah, we need to upgrade this. So Zerchesium. We'll have to grab our Zerchesium. And then it wants me to have a quantum processor and a power core. Titanium static cell. And then we need our silicon and protosite. So we'll be needing a lot of this. So let's just look up bar. And oh, you can't. You have to like manually. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say I thought you could just shift click. Cinnabar. Then we'll do. We've got some silicon boards. And wait, is this a power core? Yeah, okay, so we've got the power core. We'll take the batteries, we'll take the copper wire. Anything else that I'm pretty likely to need? I know you use diamonds and a whole bunch of stuff. Stick of RAM. Take our AA batteries. We'll take the gases and the crystal and the polymers. Gosh, I don't know. It's taking a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. I mean, that's a lot. So I really hope this kind of covers everything. Okay, I need a quantum processor. So, I've got plenty of silicon. Let's make 25 silicon boards. Now, is it silicon board or silicon board? I'm gonna go with silicon. Silicon. Let's make, I don't know, 10 quantum processors. And we'll upgrade our furnace. Oh, look at that. It's gonna give me a little ditty. Okay. Wow, that is surprisingly easy. So let's make 40 dense alloys. Wowee. Tells us how to make a lot of stuff. We can make our densinium bars. Tells me how to make a lot more new stuff. And is there anything else? Okay, so solarium we have not found yet. Aetherium. Now that's spicy, but we haven't found solarium. And nothing else new there. So there is densinium here. I would really like to... Yeah, this actually looks really good. Immunity to poison, oxygen, gas, pressure. Pressure's a big deal because then you can hang out on gas planets, and gas giant planets are very, very unique. It's literally just gas. You just fall all the way, basically, until you hit a gas that's dense enough to support your weight. And then it turns into, like, an ocean. What else? Oh. Okay. Wow, look at how neat that looks now. Now we have an architect's table. I think it just... Okay, it gives you the pet station, the rail crafting station, the wiring station. Do I need that? I think I need that because I want to do ITD stuff. Although I'm not sure if that's ITD stuff. I think ITD stuff is actually in the power station. Let's check how this dirt is going. We got 78. What are we going to replace this dirt with? I might have to beam up to my ship really quick. Because I think I dumped a bunch of stuff in... Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I could pick up all of it. I did not expect that I'd be able to. But I guess a lot of it was blocks. So we can go back to base. Picking flowers. Okay. So we could do moon dust. We could do sulfuric dirt. We could do more regular dirt. We could do... I don't even know. Let's do glass sand. This will be a new one for me. Yeah, everything else has got a long ways to go. Cut up those feeties. Oh, with glass sand. Yeah, I mean, my character is a robot, so I think he can handle it. But, yeah, normally I don't think I would want to be stepping on glass sand. Especially if I literally just, I just sifted an entire pane of glass out of the glass sand. Makes sense. Alright. So we can dump some other rock-type materials in here. I don't really know flesh chunk. Okay, you just get research. And then we also have some rubble. More research. So then that means I actually don't care about the flesh chunk. And I don't care about the rubble. And I'm starting to get hungry. Eat food. And let's check up on... Rowstone is just research, I remember that. What do we get from coral? Okay, we can sift coral. That's actually kind of interesting. It's not enough gelatinous stone to do anything with. Not enough dacite to do anything with. Limestone, gray slate, gritstone. What is this? Dark water coral. Okay, dark water coral can be extracted from, so let's do that. And dire stone, I actually don't think it gives you anything unique. Yep. As cool as the name is, what about blast stone? Again, just research. So we can dump the blast stone. And let me look up junk pile? Not junk. Junk. Silicon and iron ore. Okay. Wow. We used up all of that coal. That is problematic. Okay, good. I have enough. That was like 150 coal in each of them. How quickly does it go? I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, you get like 6 seconds out of a coal. You get probably 10 or 15 seconds out of a piece of wood. That's wild. Okay, those have got a long ways to go. Is there something we can do here? Copper quarry mines blocks automatically. One of these days, I am going to spend some time on ITD stuff, but I think it's going to be when we make our next base. Oh, there's the hydro trays. And what do they require? What's the... Okay, they take some boards. So let's make 3 of these. And actually 4. By 3 I meant 4, obviously. We do need to make a battery. And I cannot make an advanced battery, so let's... And I cannot make an advanced circuit, so let's... Boom. Okay, so now I can make an industrial battery, but we need more stuff. We do that. I need carbon plates. Carbon. Oh my god. I don't have enough. Carbon. Carbon plate. Okay, so now we can upgrade. Oh, nice. So I don't really even know. Okay, let's make all the gates, which I think I already could. I need thorium for the industrial battery. We'll do that, because we'll want to make our way up the battery chain. Thor. Oh, we unlocked the advanced battery. I found myself using a number of batteries in my last base, if you want to call it that, solely because it was really convenient to just have like 5 generators and then they were just always running. And then if I forgot, like once they ran out of juice, the batteries would power everything. So it was really nice, like, if I went away for a little bit and these generators stopped, everything connected to them would still function, which was great. I need bottles. Oh my god, I hate, like, the random crafting stuff that you need. It's just sometimes a pain. Is there anything else I might randomly need for something? That's a lot of coal. And mostly, not that I even really think that I will need it, but just so I have it. Like, it would be way more convenient if it's just already in my inventory. So I can take the upgradey type stuff and string. And is there anything else that I can just take? Because I've already got it in my inventory. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of this crap. Okay, whatever. I now have, like, all of my crafting materials with me. Okay, we can upgrade the foraging table. Convenient. So I can make the hydroponics tubing. That's great. Oh boy. So what's the difference between aeroponic and hydroponic? Like, functionally. Greg heads? Oh, I totally forgot you can fish. I have literally never fished. I feel like a lot of these things, even though like everything says new, I feel like they're useless. What do we need here? Stick of RAM. Let's get some RAM. I can't actually make any silicon boards. Do we have some silicon that I can snag? Yes, quite a bit. Everything has generated silicon. That is really convenient because you need so freaking many silicon boards. I do need to make a cloning lab, right? There's a quest for that. Yeah. And did I get a gene sequencer? I think I did. No, I got the gene design lab. So I guess we need to make the gene sequencer. Okay. And does this actually do anything? I don't know if it does. I'm wondering if it like generates research or something. I'll have to look that up online. I have the electron microscope, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't really care about those because I can just go back to the I do want to get this. Okay, so I need 4 advanced alloys. Which I can't make because I need penumbrite. Let's see if there's a way to get penumbrite. Aether dust can give you penumbrite. And that's it. Oh boy. That is, that makes me very sad. Oh. My inventory is completely full. Well, I don't suppose I need that honeybee. There's silicon boards. And then let's go boop. And dump all of the mod-added crafting materials. Like that. There might be 1 or 2 more in here. And then we can dump all of our extra genes in there. And then we have that, and this. And I think that's it. So that definitely gave us a little bit of space. I don't know if there's really anything else new that we need to be making. We can upgrade the greenhouse. And we can upgrade it again immediately. Okay, we now have the gene design lab, which I did not need to do that because I had the gene design lab already. Very cool. Okay, well that's frustrating. So I just spent a bunch of resources on making something that I had literally just lifted up off the ground. We will upgrade the forge because I think that's, yep, that's how we can get these next things. Okay. So we get the cooling EPP2. And the cooling EPP3 requires 3 ice crystals. The heating EPP3 requires Durasteel. The reason I don't want to make that quite yet is because I am equipped with it, and it's got the rebreather on it, so we will skip that for a bit. So I'm just gonna extract the augment. And I think that's pretty much all I need to do. So, like, this whole hour was basically nothing but me upgrading a bunch of crafting benches, which is not super exciting, but holy crap, is it, like, very significantly beneficial. So we can upgrade the sewing machine. Now that is max level. And seems like that opened up a lot of new stuff, largely in the armor section. Now what else do we have? That's maxed. Can upgrade the engineering bench. Convenient, and now that is maxed out. And the industrial workbench is max. The fission furnace is max. Biochem lab is max. Armory is max. I believe we made the extractor Mark II. No, yes. We must not have. Not there. Yeah, we needed advanced alloy. And that I need the penumbra. Do I have any? Pen. I have 0 penumbrite. Wow, so I'm going to need to go back and find a penumbra world so that I can get penumbrite. What an odd thing. How these come in? We got 60 left. Okay, and 2,500, 6,400, 5,300, 2,000. Still plenty there. Anything else that we could upgrade? You know, I still haven't done this Smith Station thing. I could make a tier 6 weapon. So let's try this and see what it's like. So what do we need? We need 4 electrum. So we'll need 5, like, Ferozium or something. One item in the red slot for an element. Let's go with a Scorched Core to get a fire weapon. Did I not grab Scorched Cores? Here's a Scorched Core. 3 coal in the blue slot. You can use diamonds and batteries once. Oh, okay, I see. So you can also, like, upgrade a weapon. And then if it's an existing weapon, you place it in the purple slot. Otherwise, you place an item in the purple slot. So do we want a spear, a hammer, a broadsword, a dagger, an axe, or a short sword. So we want a short sword, so we want 3 steel bars. Which I think that's one of the RPG growth ones. So I'm going to need... what? I need 4 electrum and 3 steel. So I'll be interested to see if this makes something that appears to be randomly generated or not. Yes, it is randomly generated. So, I mean, it's faster than my current weapon, but gosh, unfortunately, I think it's worse. Yeah. That's a shame. I thought that this would be a lot more interesting. I mean, it already is, right? Just the fact that you can kind of make whatever. Okay, so you can only even make up to tier 6 weapons. More weapon types will be included at a later date. Yup. Okay, so I did take that out, right? Yeah, so let's make that EPP. 3, 3, and we've got the radiation. Yeah, we've got radiation 3. We need cooling 3 and poison 3. And poison 3 wants an advanced alloy, which we can't make. And cooling 3 wants the ice crystals, which we can't. We don't have right now. Okay. Arc shuriken. That's spicy. Dark Knight's Helm. Actually seems really bad. Well, I guess it's not terrible. It's probably slightly better than what I have. But I don't know if it's better enough. Oh, this looks really good. 3% crit chance. I'm always looking for a reasonable shield. Okay, cool. Well, while it doesn't seem like a lot, I did manage to upgrade pretty much, like, everything that I have, which is a pretty big deal. I guess the only thing I didn't do is place down any of the new crafting benches that I got. So let's do that really quick just to double check. We're just over an hour right now, so we'll be ending at a good time. This will only take me a couple of minutes. And so we have a matter assembler. We have the Xeno lab. We have the gene design lab. We'll want to set this aside. We want a gene sequencer, I believe. Right? That is new. And we'll want a cloning lab. I believe that is new. And I think our... Yep. I think these petered out. I have 2 wooden logs. And that's it. I guess it's time to plant some trees. And it's also time to bring back the chainsaw. Okay. So, for trees, we'll go boom, boom. On the very outer edges, I'm going to make sure that they are small trees. Because the bulk of them are going to be these giant ones. Cool. Those should not take too long. In the meantime, this is empty. Let's see what rotting flesh gives me. My guess is, yep, research. Usually if it sounds like it's going to be something cool, it's not. What can I do with marestone? Okay, just gets extracted. Marestone goes there. And magma rock. And anything else I care about? There's our 1 aether dust. Unrefined archives. There we go. Okay, so on that note, not too much else I can do. We will probably pick this back up tomorrow, and I think what we will need to do, mostly to remind myself, have to go find some penumbrite. So we'll be looking for a, it's either Twilight or Penumbra or something like that. We'll be looking for one of those planets. So that's on the dock for tomorrow. Thanks for watching.